Good morning, America. I am Margaret Dreier, and today is a very important day. On this day, women represent 50% of the manufacturing workforce, an increase of approximately 30% only 35 years ago. It only took us 150 years, but we have finally achieved gender equality in the manufacturing workforce. It has been a struggle, but in the past 100 years,
the star of the game.
It was a humdinger of a game on Wednesday, May 30th, when the Boston Braves triumphed over the Brooklyn Robins, winning 2-0. 3 cheers to Braves catcher Hank Gowdy for being the first U.S. baseball player to serve his country by enlisting in the fight for global freedom. This broadcast is brought to you by the Florida Advanced Technological Education Center of Excellence, manufacturing a better future. Many of our boys have answered the call to war, vacating manufacturing facilities across the country. Already, women across the nation have stepped up to the plate to ensure that American manufacturing endures. How can you help? Able-bodied women across America, your country needs your support to ensure the stability of our industries. Join the manufacturing workforce today to sustain the American dream until our boys come home.
Phoebe Omley, the first female pilot to receive an airplane mechanics license.
I want to talk for a few minutes with the people of the United States about banking.
Ooh, look at that! Jacqueline Cochran is the first woman to go supersonic.
Muriel Faye Sieber became the first woman of finance, owning the first female-owned seat in the New York Stock Exchange.
Good evening, America, and welcome to a new decade. The 1970s was a great period for America. We launched, and unfortunately crashed, Skylab, our first space station. We also saw a boom of young entrepreneurs starting companies such as Microsoft and Apple in hopes that computers will one day become a household appliance. We're excited to see where that one's going to go. As always, this broadcast is brought to you by our friends at the Florida Advanced Technological Education Center of Excellence, who are always working to manufacture a better future. Americans continue to work and educate themselves despite the current global recession. More and more women are entering the workforce, with 42% of American workers today being female. Even the manufacturing sector, which is commonly thought of as a male-dominated field, has seen a steady increase of female employment, with about 30% of manufacturing workers being women. This may be explained by a recent census estimate showing a 10% increase in engineering bachelor's degrees awarded to women by the end of the 1970s.
History was made today when Sally Ride became the first woman in space.
We will be the very first to take our daughters to work day.
As a woman earning my degree, my engineering degree in the 70s, there was no question that we were treated differently by our other college peers as well as our professors. We had to be smarter, work harder, and for all intents and purposes, prove ourselves. So I think they were hoping to weed us out in the very early times as we completed our 4-year degree, but there's no question that we were treated differently.
That was Jackie Ram, a veteran chemical engineer at Jabil in St. Petersburg, Florida. That small clip was a part of the Florida Advanced Technological Education Center of Excellence's new documentary exploring gender diversity in manufacturing, and addresses the struggles and benefits of being a woman working in what is perceived to be a male-dominated field. Today, only 27% of the manufacturing workforce are women, representing the lowest level of female participation in the field in over 40 years. In the next segment of Gender Diversity in Manufacturing, we'll take a look at this topic.
Influenced greatly by America's entry into World War I in 1917, women have been entering and becoming a steady, valuable component of American manufacturing. However, as women working in the field, like Jackie Ram, have experienced this transition, it has not always been an easy one and continues to have its challenges. Manufacturing has historically had a strong presence in the United States economy, but over time the manufacturing landscape has significantly changed. Computers and new technology have led to great advancements in the way we manufacture and distribute goods in the United States and throughout the world. These changes, combined with outsourcing and economic challenges, have led to a drastic reduction in the manufacturing workforce over the last 10 years. Even more alarming is the continued reduction in the fraction of female manufacturing employees over that same time period. Although this is a significant setback for gender equality in manufacturing, many women have spoken out about some of the challenges that they face and the opportunities that they have had while entering and working in the field. As women have become career-oriented, they have discovered that manufacturing offers great pay and benefits, the ability to advance in leadership roles, and an empowering sense of job satisfaction and camaraderie. Although an attractive option for some, the perceptions of pursuing and obtaining a career in traditional male career path like manufacturing seems daunting and difficult. So what would encourage women to pursue a career in manufacturing?
I was a single mom raising 5 children on my own, and coming here into the industry was the actual thing that I felt would actually get me and my family through a very difficult time in our lives, and it certainly did that. I've been here 15 and a half years now, and this job has been very, very good to both me and my children.
I never really intended to go into manufacturing at all. I just kind of fell into it. When I was doing my initial job search, majority of the opportunities that I saw were in manufacturing. And I wasn't aware of what it was all about. I'd never really been exposed to that, and I thought, well, why not go for it and see what it's like? And once I went into manufacturing, I never left. I've been in it for almost 15 years now. And the excitement of being in the manufacturing industry is what motivates me to come back into work every day.
I didn't really think of it as a male-dominated career. I just thought of it as a full-time career where I could work and grow with the company.
Before I came in the production industry, I was a little worried that maybe I wouldn't fit in, being that I am small and not so strong. But as I came here every day, I just, give it my hardest, and I just try and do everything that as a woman I am capable of doing, and it's actually not that hard. I fit in very well, things are really easy, and I haven't struggled thus far.
I thought it would be more difficult than it actually turned out to be. So physically, there are a lot of jobs in manufacturing that women are capable of doing. So it's not like it used to be 25 years ago where if you couldn't lift 50 pounds, you couldn't work for the company.
I have always had in my heart that I know I could do it, so that I've never really had any worries about not being able to meet any physical or mental requirements for a job.
In the United States, 3 million women with careers in manufacturing have proven that it's possible, despite the challenges that exist in obtaining a position, to become successful in the industry. Although for some women, the challenges in beginning a manufacturing career may expand beyond the individual's perception of their own abilities. Many women have shown that hard work and confidence is key to overcoming these challenges and have achieved satisfying and successful careers in manufacturing despite gender inequalities. In 2015, women working in America earned 79 cents for every $1 earned by men. This gap has narrowed in the last 30 years because women who continue to succeed also motivate a significant change towards gender equality in manufacturing. Pay equality is not the only influence hardworking women have on the quest for total equality in the workplace. Their intellect, passion, and endurance leads the way for advancement in manufacturing management positions.
I've absolutely been treated differently my entire life because I was a woman. It's always been a struggle. You always have to prove yourself. I was told at a job one time that I was taking a man's job.
I found in the plant that I first worked in that women were expected to do certain jobs and not expected to do other jobs. So there was a job posted, and I applied for the job, and I actually had a woman say to me, you really shouldn't apply for that position. That's for the men who work in the plant. So I applied for the position and I got it. And I was, at that time in that company, a small ice cream company, the first female operator.
When I first started working in the manufacturing field, I did encounter issues with men in that environment because I felt that they did not take me seriously. And in some instances, it really did cause a lot of issues. There were days when I didn't want to go into work because I just didn't want to deal with it. But it motivated me to prove myself. So I went in with the mindset that I'm going to prove to them that I can do my job and I can do a really good job.
Men generally don't view women as being able to perform a job like this, but that doesn't bother me.
Before I started working in the industry, I did have a preconceived perception that women were treated differently, but I have not experienced that. I do feel like I have to meet a higher standard, but I have not had any problem being able to do that.
I do think that women are treated fairly, and I can say that because I think I'm an example of that. I started as the receptionist here 20 years ago, and I've worked my way up to plant manager to director of plant operations.
It's not a hard job. There's not anything that any person or woman couldn't do. Women can be welders, they can be machinists, they can be assemblers, they can be engineers.
Nowadays, whatever you want to do, you can. They give you that opportunity. It's not a limit to just a man or a woman. Some women likes technical jobs. Some women likes hands-on. Some guy might like office job. We're all different. It's who we are and not so much of the sexist that we are.
The challenge comes when somebody tell me, I can't do this. I'm trying to find a way to do it. I'm trying to find a way to prove them wrong.
It builds that strength and that confidence that, every woman and every female should have. It really does. It changes you.
Despite having to overcome challenges, women working in manufacturing find enormous satisfaction in their careers and feel confident in the diversity of skills and talent they bring to the workplace.
As soon as I started working in the factory, I loved it. Every day I get up and I'm happy. I love, that hands-on working in the industry just makes my day go by fast, and I'm proud to say that, I had a successful day, and at the end of the day I go home to my family and they're proud that I was able to support them.
It's really cool, the big picture, knowing that I get to make things that go into space, that go on planes, that go into, some of these little tiny Cessna biplanes. Nice big picture feeling that you get to contribute to the rest of the industry.
I have great coworkers. We all get along. It's like having a big family, and I feel comfortable. I feel at home here. I love coming to work here.
When I'm at work and I tackle a problem or I program something new and it works the first time, that is really encouraging and really exciting and makes it worth coming to work.
For somebody that wants that more stable job, it is absolutely perfect. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm not somebody to just stand around doing one thing all the time. I love moving. That's what I love about my job.
I love working in manufacturing because it's constantly changing, and I love being able to use what I've learned in school for my education, and I love problem solving, and that's what excites me, motivates me to come into work every day.
I think women do have characteristics that give us an advantage in manufacturing. We've got different critical thinking skills. We're multitaskers, we're moms, so we can do it all.
I think that women may think a little more outside the box, perhaps.
We try to achieve a win-win situation. Cooperation is a word that sticks out in my mind.
As a woman, I think we have a better sense of humor sometimes. We can laugh at things that most people find very unnerving.
Women tend to really focus on the detail. So they focus on whether you have the correct labels on the correct product. They focus on the area around them being clean. Women certainly have an advantage in this day and age managing people because it's a friendlier, gentler way of managing.
We get along better, we clean up after ourselves, and we finish everything that we start.
Gender equality has come a long way since World War I, when women first began expanding their participation in the manufacturing workforce. The determination and perseverance of women working over the last 100 years has created opportunities for the young women of today, paving the way for women to become a formidable force to keep American manufacturing competitive in today's global market.
Because I've been in manufacturing for a long time, I've had an opportunity to observe how women are treated in manufacturing, and there's no question in my mind that in the 70s we were an anomaly and we were a minority. And so as time has gone on, what's happened is not only are they more acceptable, but I believe We look to the education that's brought by women to help us better the processes.
As we go forward in the future, that more women will pull into this field. Things are so much different, you know, that before the expectation was women were stay-at-home moms. As the decades continue to roll by, we're adding more and more to our plate. We're realizing that we can get our education, we can be leaders in the workplace as well as leaders outside the workplace.
I think women are getting into manufacturing careers more and more today. I think that also will help down the road pave the way for more women to get into manufacturing because they're going to spread the word about what manufacturing has to offer for a career.
The years that I've been working in manufacturing, definitely a lot more women are stepping up to the plate and showing them men that they can do what they can do too.
And I do believe that women can have a really great impact in manufacturing because of their particular skill sets. Any woman interested in the manufacturing field should just go for it. I was never intimidated, I never gave it a second thought, I just went for it, and it was probably the greatest decision I made for my career. It's exciting, it's challenging, it's not a boring desk job. Don't be intimidated by the stereotype that it's a male-dominated field, because it's really not.
Give it all you have and don't let anything hold you down. Of course, being a stay-at-home mom is wonderful, but there's so many opportunities in the production industry and manufacturing that the sky is the limit.
I think that women should educate themselves and then make sure that you're getting what you're worth. There's going to be times where people, you know, will say, no, you're not worth it. But where you have to be the one to stand up for yourself, to say, this is what I'm worth and this is why.
Go check it out.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
You can do it. There's nothing holding you back.
Always believe in yourself. If it's something that you know that you can do, don't let anybody tell you that you can't do it, because you can.
Can you imagine what women will accomplish in 2050? That is completely up to you.
Good morning, America. I am Margaret Dreier, and today is a very important day. On this day, women represent 50% of the manufacturing workforce, an increase of approximately 30% only 35 years ago. It only took us 150 years, but we have finally achieved gender equality in the manufacturing workforce. It has been a struggle, but in the past 100 years, women have been granted the right to vote, become a significant participant in STEM educational programs, and seen widespread acceptance in the workplace.
I'm a woman.
I am a woman.
I am a woman. I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I am a woman.
I'm a woman.
I am a woman.
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman. I'm a woman.
I am a woman.
I'm a woman.
With a career in manufacturing.